Shivaya Gurave Namaha, Shri Matre Namaha. By bowing down to the Divine Mother, Father of the Universe, Parampita Parameshwara, Ma Lalita Tripura Sundari, and with the blessings of Jagat Guru Adi Shankaracharya, by bowing down to Sringeri Jagat Guru Bharati Tirtha Swamiji, Vidushekara Bharati Swamiji, and my beloved Kanchi Mahaperiyava. I welcome you all into my channel Inner Journey with Lakshmi. So, today we are going to look at how to address an issue, how to arrive at a solution based on your rashi, based on the rashi that you belong to. Now, the procedures, the methods that I'm going to give here are based upon the rashis, and these procedures will work beautifully when you are immersed in problems. You are not knowing how to come out of it, and you are not seeing any direction, any guidance for your issue. You are completely submerged into the problems, feeling hopeless, not knowing what to do. Then follow this procedure, because I got some emails where people said, "Ma'am, we are feeling hopeless about our situations. We feel like committing suicide." Never ever go for that option. It will further pull you down into the darkness, and you will never get the blessings of the God. Live about the blessings of the God. It's a big torture to your family, to your parents. Never give such intense pain to your parents. It's not at all good. Don't commit anything which is harmful to your life or which cause distress to your family or your parents. That will only further pull you down into darkness. That is not a solution or end of your problems. Understand that. First thing, you need to find out what rashi you belong to. So on the whole, we have 12 rashis, right from mesha rashi to meen rashi. That is, from Aries to Pisces, we have 12 zodiac signs. We have 12 rashis, and this rashi, it is not the English zodiac sign. You have to find out your Vedic rashi. There are so many rashi and nakshatra finders online which ask you to enter your date of birth, time of birth, place of birth, and they would give you your rashi and nakshatra. So before viewing this video, I would advise you to first go on to some site in the Google and try to find out your rashi, which rashi do you belong, and then see this video. Now proceed this video if you already know your rashi. Now, if you belong to Mesha Rashi, you are facing so many issues. You are facing health issues, undiagnosable issues. Doctor is unable to find out a solution, or the medicine that is given by doctor is not working for you, or you have issues for which you are not seeing any guidance all around. You are not seeing any door to get rid of that issue. You are submerged in problems. There is no need to be depressed. Just follow this procedure, and you don't need to spend too much of money on different pariharas. Go to this astrologer, that astrologer, and do different kinds of pariharas. It is all not needed. Now understand, if you belong to mesha rashi, that means Aries. The zodiac sign in English is Aries. Understand, this is not based on English date of births. This is based on your Vedic sign. Vedic sign you can easily find out by entering your date of birth, place of birth, and time of birth in any of the websites that give you the Rashi and Nakshatra. Okay. Now, Mesha Rashi, Aries, means the Lord, the ruling deity of Mesha Rashi is Mars. That is Mangala Graha Devata. By going down to Mangala Graha Devata, I'm giving you the solution. So you first need to give arghya to the Bhumi Devata. You need to take a glass of water, put a pinch of kumkum into it. If possible, put one or two red color flowers. This is just flowers, is just optional. Just you need to put, the compulsion is the pinch of kumkum into the glass of water. Take some water into your hand and chant Vishnu Patni Namastubhyam Padasparsham Shamaswame, and leave that water to the Bhumi Devata into the ground. Again, take some water, into your hands. Again chant the mantra. Vishnu Patni Namastubhyam Padasparsham Shamasva Me. And then leave the water into the ground. Like this, you need to do Arghya for 3 times or 9 times or 11 times. Now, the next thing. Offer red flowers to Shivling in a temple or at your home. This you can do as frequently as possible, or every Monday or every Tuesday, or whenever you have some time and do this. It is going to beautifully help you with your issues. Next, every day you need to also chant the Mangala Gayatri mantra. Mangala Gayatri mantra is Om Angarakaya Vidmahe Shakti Hastaya Dhimahi Tanno Bhaumaha Prachodayat. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Angarakaya Vidmahe Shakti Hastaya Dhimahi Tanno Bhaumaha Prachodayat. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Angarakaya Vidmahe Shakti Hastaya Dhimahi Tanno Bhaumaha Prachodayat. Om Mangalaya Namaha. This is the Mangala Gayatri mantra, which you need to chant either thrice or 5 times or 11 times. And you should avoid eating salt and chilies on Tuesday. Now, this Mangala Gayatri mantra, it not just removes the Mangala Graha doshas, it will also remove your Manglik dosha, and it will also remove all kinds of diseases that are blood related in your body, like blood pressure, anemia, or anything that is related to blood. You will get a lot of relief in your life after doing this procedure if you belong to mesha rashi. All these procedures that I'm explaining in this video, they also remove your astrological dosh. Okay. Now, the next thing is Vrishabha Rashi. For Vrishabha Rashi, the presiding deity, the ruling deity is the Shukra Graha Devata, which is Venus. Okay, Vrishabha Rashi means Taurus in English. Now, make kheer and feed the cow this kheer as frequently as possible, or at least Friday if you belong to Vrishabha Rashi. Next, offer white flower to Shivling either on Friday or on Monday, or whenever you get a time to get rid of all your issues and to manifest your things if you belong to Vrishabha Rashi. Now, feed rice grains to birds either every Friday or whenever it is possible for you, or even every day also is okay, or as frequently as possible. Okay. Next, the mantra to be chanted every day for 3 times or 5 times or 11 times is Om Bhrigujataya Vidmahe Divya Dehaya Dhimahi Tanno Shukraha Prachodayat. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Bhrigujataya Vidmahe Divya Dehaya Dhimahi Tanno Shukraha Prachodayat. Om Shukraya Namaha. Once more. Om Bhrigujataya Vidmahe Divya Dehaya Dhimahi Tanno Shukrah Prachodayat. Om Shukraya Namaha. On every Friday, take a laminated photograph of Bhagavan Dakshinamurti or Bhagavan Dattatreya and keep looking at the photo for 5 to 10 minutes, minimum 5 minutes. After that, close your eyes and see the image of Bhagavan Dakshinamurti or Bhagavan Dattatreya in your third eye for 1 or 2 minutes. So this will beautifully improve your relationship with Shukra Graha Devata and remove all the issues related to Shukra Graha Devata. And this also removes all the issues if you belong to Vrishabha Rashi. Okay. Next thing. Mithuna Rashi. In English, it is called Pisces. So the Adhidevata of Mithuna Rashi is Mercury, that is Buddha Graha Devata. Okay. Now, what will you do? Offer whole green gram to birds, either every Wednesday or every day or as frequently as possible or whenever it is possible for you. So remember, it is whole green gram. Next, offer any color flowers. Any color is okay. Flowers to Shivling, either in Shiva temple or at your home on every Wednesday or Monday. Next, every day chant Gang Ganapataye Namaha for 108 times or 54 times or 27 times based upon the degree of your problem and based upon the intensity of your suffering. Okay. Next, again, every day, once or 5 times or 11 times, chant the Buddha Gayatri mantra. So the Buddha Gayatri mantra is ॐ सौम्यरूपाय विद्महे वाणेशाय धीमहि तन्नो सौम्यः प्रचोदयात् ॐ बुधाय नमः. Once again, ॐ सौम्यरूपाय विद्महे वाणेशाय धीमहि तन्नो सौम्यः प्रचोदयात् ॐ बुधाय नमः. ॐ सौम्यरूपाय विद्महे वाणेशाय धीमहि तन्नो सौम्यः प्रचोदयात् ॐ बुधाय नमः. This is the remedy. If you belong to Mithuna Rashi, or if Mercury is not placed well in your horoscope, or if you want to improve your communication, your talking abilities, if you are a lawyer, then also you can do this to perform well in your profession, get rid of all the problems, and for manifestation and victory. Now, if you belong to Karka Rashi or Karkataka Rashi, that means in English, the zodiac sign is Cancer. Okay. So, the Adhidevata of Karka Rashi is Chandragraha Devata, that is Moon. So, you have to do from Shukla Paksha to Purnima every day. You have to give Arghya to Moon in the night by saying Om Somaya Namaha. Take some water, put a white flower in it, add 1 or 2 rice grains in it, take the water in your hands, show it to the Chandragraha Devata in the night, say Om Somaya Namaha, and leave that water into a small cup. You have to do Arghya for 27 times every day. After doing the Arghya, pour that water into any tree. After leaving the Arghya of all the whatever planet you are doing, you have to pour that water into the root of any tree or plant. Okay. Now, after doing the Arghya, you need to look at the Chandragraha Devata and chant the Chandra Gayatri mantra either once or 5 times or 11 times. It is best to recite this mantra 16 times. So the mantra is Om Amritangaya Vidmahe Kalarupaya Dhimahi Tanno Somaha Prachodayat. 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 This is the procedure for Chandragraha Devata. On every Monday, offer any white flowers to Shivling or do Abhishekam to Shivling either in a Shiva temple or at your home to get rid of all your issues, if moon is not placed well in your horoscope, or if you want to improve your relationship with your mother, you can do this. Or if you belong to Karkataka Rashi, and you're facing some obstacles, some issues, some problems in your life, you want to get rid of them, you can do this. Or if you belong to Karkataka Rashi and you want to do some manifestation, you want to get victory, achieve victory in your school, exam, promotion, job, relationship, life, in whatever aspect you are looking for improvement, you can do this if you belong to Karkarashi. Next, Simha Rashi. So Simha Rashi, the zodiac sign in English is Sun, and it is also called Leo, and the Adhidevata is Sun. Okay. Now, what should you do for Simha Rashi? Feed cows with chapatis made of wheat. Make chapatis with wheat flour. Put some jaggery, a small piece of jaggery into it, and feed these chapatis to the cows. At least 2 chapatis. When will you do this? Either every Sunday or every day or as frequently as possible. If not Sunday, you got time on Wednesday, do it. You got time on Saturday, do it. Whenever you are free, you got some time, do this. Now, feed wheat grains to the birds. That is another major charity if you belong to Simha Rashi. Now, give arghya to Surya in the morning during the sunrise time. Take a glass of water, mix a pinch of kumkum into it and some red flowers if possible, and then take some water into your right hand. Recite the Surya Gayatri mantra, that is ॐ आदित्याय विद्महे भास्कराय धीमहि तन्नो भानुः प्रचोदयात् ॐ सूर्याय नमः. Like that, give arghya for 11 or 12 times. This same mantra to be used for 11 or 12 times. I'm repeating the mantra twice. ॐ आदित्याय विद्महे भास्कराय धीमहि तन्नो भानुः प्रचोदयात् ॐ सूर्याय नमः. One last time. ॐ आदित्याय विद्महे भास्कराय धीमहि तन्नो भानुः प्रचोदयात् ॐ सूर्याय नमः. This is the mantra. Understand, if you belong to Simha Rashi and you are facing some issues in your life, physical issues, psychological issue, depression, schizophrenia, whatever issue it may be, or if you are facing issue wealth-wise, money-wise, whatever issue it may be, do this procedure. If sun is not placed well in your horoscope, in that case also, do this procedure. If you want to improve your relationship with a male figure in your life, it could be your father, it could be your boss, it could be your brother, it could be your son. You want to improve your relationship with them. Even in that case, do this procedure. It will work beautifully. Now, next Rashi is Kanya Rashi. If you belong to Kanya Rashi, do listen to this carefully. Now, the Adhidevata of Kanya Rashi is Mercury and Rahu Devata. Many people mistake that it is just Mercury, but it is a combination of both Mercury and Rahu Graha Devata. That is Buddha Graha Devata, and also Rahu Graha Devata. And in English, you call this as Virgo. Before addressing to any planet, never address them as Rahu, Ketu, Surya, Chandra. They are not our friends. Address them with respect by giving value and the dignity to their position. You have to address them as Rahu Graha Devata or Rahu Dev or Buddha Graha Devata or Buddha Dev or Shukra Graha Devata or Shukra Dev. Always add Dev at the end. That is the value and respect that you are giving to them. Don't look at them as some villains, whether it is Rahu Graha Devata or Ketu Graha Devata or Shani Graha Devata. They're just executing their part in balancing the universe, in balancing the cosmos. they are just giving the results of what we have previously done, the consequence of what we have previously done. That's it. So it is nothing to do with their individual thing. They have nothing against us, and they are very merciful and they are very compassionate. If you are ready for negotiation, treat them like your parents, and they are ready for negotiation, and they will come down to help you, bless you, and manifest things for you, remove your diseases and all sorts of things. Never look them as villains. So Virgo, this Kanya Rashi people, if you belong to Kanya Rashi, or if Mercury is not placed well in your horoscope, or if Rahu Graha Devata is not placed well in your horoscope, then you do everything that was explained for Midhuna Rashi. Along with that, also chant the Rahu Gayatri mantra once or 5 times or 11 times every day. Along with whatever I have suggested for Midhuna Rashi, do all those things suggested for Midhuna Rashi, and also do the Rahu Gayatri mantra also. The Rahu Gayatri mantra is Om Shiro Rupaya Vidmahe Amriteshaya Dhimahi Tanno Rahu Prachodayat. Once again, Om Shiro Rupaya Vidmahe Amriteshaya Dhimahi Tanno Rahu Prachodayat. Om Shiro Rupaya Vidmahe Amriteshaya Dhimahi Tanno Rahu Prachodayat. This is the Rahu Graha Devata's Gayatri mantra. Now, let's look at Tula Rashi. So, Tula Rashi, in English it is called Libra, and the ruling deity, the Adhidevata of Tula Rashi is Venus. Again, Shukra Graha Devata. So, I think we already covered related to Shukra Graha Devata, that is the Vrushabha Rashi. Whatever I have suggested for Vrushabha Rashi, you need to follow that for this also, for Tula Rashi also. Okay, the same things, exact same rules. Next, coming to Vrishchika Rashi. So, Vrishchika Rashi is, in English, it is Scorpio. The Adhidevata of Vrishchika Rashi is Mars, that is Kujagraha Devata, Mangalagraha Devata. So, there is another Rashi for which Mars is the ruling deity. Which one is that? Aries. So, whatever I have suggested for Aries, just follow the same thing here also for Vrishchika Rashi. Okay. Next, coming to Dhanu Rashi. In English, it is called Sagittarius, and the ruler planet of Dhanu Rashi, the Adhidevata of Dhanu Rashi is Jupiter, that is Brihaspati or Guru Graha Devata. Okay, now for Guru Graha Devata, remember every day morning after taking bath, you need to bow down to the picture of Dattatreya or Dakshinamurti. Take a picture from the Google, take a printout, either laminate it or frame it, place it in your puja mandir, and every day bow down to him. Bow down to Dattatreya, bow down to Dakshinamurti, and all the problems will just vanish like this. Now let's see the procedure for Jupiter. Take a bowl or a glass full of water. Mix some rice grains, a pinch of jaggery powder or a small piece of jaggery into it, a pinch of kumkum into it, some cooked chickpeas, boiled chickpeas into the glass of water. Now they pour this water at the root of mango tree. Do 5 pradakshinas or 5 parikrama around the mango tree. So this will resolve your Jupiter issue. Now sit in front of that mango tree or come back to your home and every day chant the Guru Gayatri mantra for 3 times, or if possible, do it 5 times at least, or 11 times. So the Guru Gayatri mantra is Om Angirasaya Vidmahe Divya Dehaya Dhimahi Tanno Jeevaha Prachodayat. Om Angirasaya Vidmahe Divya Dehaya Dhimahi तन्नो जीवः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ आङ्गिरसाय विद्महे दिव्यदेहाय धीमहि तन्नो जीवः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ आङ्गिरसाय विद्महे दिव्यदेहाय धीमहि तन्नो जीवः प्रचोदयात्. This is the remedy for Dhanu Rashi. If you belong to Dhanu Rashi and suffering with issues or want to manifest something or want to achieve victory in something, then do this procedure. And if Jupiter is not placed well in your horoscope, then also you can do this procedure. Next, if you want to attract the blessings of your Guru, then also you do this procedure. Whatever Rashi you belong to, if you want overall well-being, then also you can do this procedure, because there is a saying in our Shastra related to horoscope that even if all the planets are good and if Guru Graha Devata is not good, the person will not have that fulfillment and happiness in the life. If all the planets are bad, but just Guru Graha Devata is in a very good position in your horoscope, then that person somehow will find a way out of all the problems. Somehow he will achieve things. That is the power of a Guru. The power, the blessings of a Guru are very significant in our culture. That's why even in Guru Gita, it is very clearly mentioned. Naguroradhikam, 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 Naguroradhikam. Shivasasanata, 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 Shivasasanata. Is very clearly mentioned. Lord Shiva himself in Guru Gita very clearly mentions that Guru is above all gods, because Guru is your connection. Who is the connection between you and the God? He is the one who connects you to the God, to the power of the cosmic energy. Because of his mantra, because of the mantra and the power of his words, the mantra is working for you. That is the power. So always offer gratitude to your Guru as soon as you wake up every day, whichever Rashi you belong to, whichever culture you belong to, whichever religion you belong to, always close your eyes and bow down and offer your gratitude to your Gurudev. If you don't have any Guru, then consider Dattatreya or Dakshinamurti as your Gurus, because they are the Gurus of all the Gurus and the Guru tradition itself started from them. Okay? Now, if you are someone who is an ardent devotee of Shiva, then you can also consider Adi Shankaracharya as your guru, because Adi Shankaracharya is considered as the incarnation of Shiva by many Siddha masters, by many masters. If you belong to Kumbha Rashi or Makara Rashi, in English, Kumbha Rashi is Aquarius and Makara Rashi is Capricorn. So, whether you belong to Kumbha Rashi or Makara Rashi, the Adhidevata, that is the ruling deity, is Saturn. So, for both the Kumbha Rashi and Makara Rashi, the solution is the same. If you belong to Kumbha Rashi or Makara Rashi and facing issues and looking for a solution to come out of your problems, do this. If Saturn is not placed well in your horoscope, then also do this. If you are undergoing Sade Sati, or if you are undergoing Arthashtama Shani or Ashtama Shani, even in such situation, do this procedure. If Shanigraha Devata is placed in your seventh house, not placed well, or probably in your seventh house, and you are facing issues in your marital life, in that case also do this solution. What you need to do is you need to offer split black greens, or you can also call it as white lentils. In Hindi, we call it as urad dal. So you can offer this to birds. Okay. Next, light a lamp with gingerly oil under people tree, people ka vriksh. Under people tree, light a lamp with gingerly oil on every Saturday, or as frequently as possible, or whenever it is possible for you. Now, offering to birds also, it would be better, great if you can do it on Saturdays. If possible, do it on other days too. But that's not compulsion. Okay. Now, you need to do the Shani Gayatri mantra for 8 times, minimum 8 times, And you can increase as much as you want, 11 times or 54 times or 108 times based upon the intensity of your problem. So the Shani Gayatri mantra is Om Bhagabhavaya Vidmahe Mrityu Rupaya Dhimahi Tanno Shanihi Prachodayat. Om Bhagabhavaya Vidmahe Mrityu Rupaya Dhimahi तन्नो शनिः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भगभवाय विद्महे मृत्युरूपाय धीमहि तन्नो शनिः प्रचोदयात्. This is the mantra for Shani Graha Devata. Next, coming to Meena Rashi, the last Rashi. In English, it is the Pisces, and the Adhidevata of Meena Rashi is both Jupiter, that is Guru Graha Devata, and also Ketu Graha Devata. Many people have a misunderstanding that it is just the Jupiter, but it's both Jupiter, that is Brihaspati Devata, and also Ketu Graha Devata. So, all that you are following for Dhanu Rashi, you need to follow for Meena Rashi also. Just listen, play back the video and listen what I explained for Dhanu Rashi, and do the same thing for Meena Rashi also. Along with that, you also need to chant Ketu Graha Gayatri Mantra for 3 times or 5 times or 11 times along with it. So the mantra is Om Padmaputraya Vidmahe Amriteshaya Dhimahi Tanno Ketuhu Prachodayat. Om Padmaputraya Vidmahe Amriteshaya Dhimahi Tanno Ketuhu Prachodayat. Om Padmaputraya Vidmahe Amriteshaya Dhimahi Tanno Ketuhu Prachodayat. So, if you belong to Meena Rashi and you are not knowing what to do, how to get out of your situation, and you want to manifest something, then do this procedure. I hope I have given the remedies for all the Rashis, and if you want to do astrological related remedies, do this. You want manifestation, do this as per your Rashi. You want to achieve victory, do this as per your Rashi. You want to get rid of problems, do this as per your Rashi. I hope you all get the blessings, the grace of all the 9 planets and all the Adhidevatas, the ruling planets of all the 9 planets, in the highest, best, effortless way, as per Shiva's perspective and Lalitambika's perspective. Shri Matre Nama, Shivaya Gurave Nama. Namo Mahadbhyo Gurubhyo Rishibhyo.